Hello everyone, now I am on Li Auto's shop in Chengdu and I just walk through after my lunch and I enter in the shop to make a very short review video. And you can see the car behind me is the Li L8, which is a little bit larger than the L7 and a little bit smaller than the L9. And they all use a family design languages of the headlights, which is the run-through highlights. And down the highlights is their hidden intake grills. You can't see any physical intake grills. And down the hidden intake grill, we can see they keep many air inlets on the side. So the feature of the air inlet is kind of the diversion port to improve the performance of the wind jack. And on the side of the L8, the salesman told me that they keep a very small diversion port inside the wheel bar. And here is the alloy's views. And the standard alloy is 20 inches, which gives me very good visual impact. And here and here and here are all from the radar system. It will help the car to improve the collision warning. And because the car is the max version, so we can see in the center up the windshield is the lidars. The main feature of the lidars, that means this vehicle can notice more synchronicity under very bad situation. On the side of the car, we can see the whole car is very fluid and very long. This color is free for the official description. This color is golden. And we can see here is the hidden door handle, and downside the side door is the skirt. And I really like the design of this skirt. They use the same color with the car body itself, so you won't feel that your visual impression is very complex. The L8's rear is much rounded than L9 because of the size. This car is only 5,005 millimeters long and 1,095 millimeters width and 1,800 millimeters high. So the whole car is shorter than the L9. So there I see the trunk space. Even though this car is smaller than the L9, we can see the trunk space is big enough. And on the side, we can see the electronic adjustment button to adjust the third seat of L8. And here is the button to adjust the suspension. No matter the Pro or Max version, you all equip it air suspension. So you can adjust the height of the car if you have too much luggage. And on the sides of the rear is the environment lights. And here is a 12 volts charger and 2 hooks. And I can honestly tell all my audiences, I think the lights are shine enough, because when you park your car in a very dark environment, those lights, you no need to add extra lights to light up your luggage. So that's quite good. So let me show how to fold down. Okay, that's the button to adjust the third seat, really flexible. You can see when you totally fold down the third row of the L8, you can get plenty of trunk space on the rear. So that's the exterior of the car. And I really like the chrome tower on the back of the rear of the trunk. And also, I think here's equipment storage. It's very clean. You know, every equipment you can have is a official discharge charger. It's a hooker. Very good, very convenient. So let's see more about the interior. Let's talk about the interior of the L8. And on the steering wheel, I think the size of L8 is a little bit smaller than L9. And you can see here many physical buttons to adjust daily features. Armrest on the door, you can feel all materials are lesser. every materials you can touch and you can feel are all luxury. And down the armrest on the door, there are some storage. It's also a laser behind the storage, very luxury. And here are air vents. We won't see many air vents on the center stack, and you can touch and you can feel the material of the air vents. Very good quality, and it's not that easy to leave your print. And in front of you is the air HUD system. And I can honestly tell you, my audiences, and it can tell a very clear, it can give you a very clear sight, and it won't influence your sight while you are driving this car. And here are two cup holders, two wireless charging port. I think if they can design some stock like a small round ball like Zeekr X, so that means your cell phone won't shake all the time. If they can at least feature in their next generation of the LA. And here is glove storage, very deep. You can pull up your driving license, your car license, and your personal stuff. And downside, the armrest is all empty because the LA, they put a air blower downside here. So from L7, so you can't put your bag or a pair of shoes down the armrest box. And here is also a 12 volts charger. And here is the chrome color decoration panel in front of the armrest box. And the armrest box is very deep because it has two storages. It's a small storage, you can put your daily stuff, and down the small storage you have a deeper space to put your personal stuff. Is a Type-C, two Type-C chargers, I think. And behind the unwrapped box, there are two cup holders, so you can get 4 cup holders on the driver's seat. And I think these 2 cup holders are more convenient for the users on the rear, so they are, say, the most important place on the second row. I can only tell everyone the whole space is wide and big enough. You have plenty of leg rooms, very enough headrooms, and the waist size is very big. You get a very comfortable armrest on the door, and all handles nor the speakers, everything you can see covered by the chrome material or chrome color. And in front of you is the storage bag. The feeling is very good while you're touching it. And on the center is their television, because this is the top configuration of the car. So you will get a small television and a whole sunroof or panoramic canopy and totally covered with the electric cover. That's very convenient because, just like I referred before, Li Auto is a company. They really know how to identify or how to position their products. So this feature is very useful while you are using a car in a hot summer. And here are 2 small storage to put your cell phone into. And they also keep a small storage in front of the second row. You can put your cell phone here as well. And here is another storage. So they really design many storage places. And here are many physical buttons, very convenient to adjust daily functions, to adjust the temperature, the seat heating, or ventilation. Okay, now I'm sitting on the third row of the LA Max, and in front of me is the second row. I set the second row as my normal sitting position. I can honestly tell everyone the whole space is good enough. I can straighten my leg whatever I want, and they all equip the reading lights. That means it will offer you a very good environment if you want to read or play your cell phone. And on armrest on the third row is also very comfortable, and also it has a very convenient button to turn on the seat heating. That means it gives this car more possibility to use in a cold place. And here is the function button to adjust the angle of the third row. And if you adjust the angle like me, you get a very huge place of the third row. And here is a small triangle window beside me. I feel very comfortable. And if you turn on the television on the center, and you can have a very comfort seat while you are sitting on this car. Now I'm sitting on the Li LA Max. Before I finally start test driving, I have set the HUD display automatically. It's very sensitive while you're sitting, you're in the driver's seat. It will recognize your seat side and adjust the position automatically, very convenient. And for real, because it's the top configuration, so it's equipped with the air suspension and seat suspension. The quality of the test driving route is not that good, but I think the whole suspension can cover all the bumps in front of us. That's quite incredible because this car is very big, 5,000 millimeters long and 1,800 millimeters height. It's a very big family SUV, and I really like the braking system because just like my former shows, I really considered about the brake ability of a vehicle, especially electric vehicle, all with a very heavy battery. And the driving mode we are in is the standard mode. For real, I did not feel any engine sounds in front of me. I just feel that the whole car is very stable, very smooth, and also the acceleration speed is very quick. It can give you a very aggressive response if you use a very big power on the pedal. And now I will try to change cornering the different lanes. And I think due to the whole upgraded of the suspension, you won't feel that you are sitting on a very big boat like their former models, because their former model Li1 is equipped the McPherson suspension on the front. But this car is equipped with the double bone on the front, and because the LA Max is equipped with the LiDARs, so you can see how sensitive the car it is. It can recognize all the cars surrounding the LA Max and the person who is with the scooter and the cars parking upon the road. That's very sensitive and very accurate. And now I switch the car into the sport mode. And while you change the whole car into the sport mode, you will feel that the pedal will give you an immediate response. And the braking system is also very smooth to decrease the speed. They use 2 calipers on the front, but I am very surprised that they can set such amazing braking power of the car, because this car is very heavy. And also this car can offer more than 400 horsepower that can compete with 3.0 port fuel cars. And if you go to the wrong lanes on the road, the assist driving system will also notice you. That's quite good. The LA, all models equipped with 2 motors. It can offer 330 kilowatts, which is 420 horsepower and 620 Newton of torque. So Newton of torque is quite important for a real vehicle to accelerate the speed from 0 to 100. And also the horsepower can determine the assist power of a vehicle. And now I'm changing a very big corner. I can feel that the steering of this car also very accurate. Now I'm turning right. Wow, the whole car can give you a very accurate and supportive feeling. And you won't feel any shakes of your waist and the hips. That's quite amazing. That's a very huge improvement as their former model. Okay, now I have turned on the assist driving. The function of the assist driving, that means it can keep the car, and also if you turn the cornering lights, it will change the lanes automatically, very sensitive, and you just need to pull your hands. After the test driving of the LA Max, I can totally give a conclusion about why Li Auto can sell such big amounts every month. You know, last month they sold 2,500,000 units. That's a very incredible units because all Li Auto's models are all up 300,000 Chinese yuan that can target as luxury models. So compare with the features of the interior and the driver feeling, I can get a conclusion. Li LA Max is totally a very good choice for family and the business. What do you think of Li LA Max? Please leave a comment, or if you have interest for this car, remember to contact me.